Hello and welcome to the KPI Institute's webinar, Increasing Performance Through Internal Marketing. My name is Andrei Costea and I will be your host for today along with our presenter Alexandra Ioana Pescaru. This webinar is part of a series of free educational materials that aim to enhance the knowledge and know-how of those interested while also creating a bridge between us as a company and you, our public. The KPI Institute is a research organization specialized in business performance. It operates research programs in 12 practice domains, each linked to a certification course, ranging from strategy and KPIs to employee performance, and from customer service to innovation performance. The KPI Institute continuously builds on its values of best know-how, data and facts, and common sense to achieve its mission of integrating performance as a discipline through research, publications, and, what interests us today, through educational programs such as this webinar. Today, 13 years after the KPI Institute was created, we can proudly say that our products have reached professionals in 5 continents and that our public comprises a worldwide community of 73,000 members online and 28,000 registered companies on smartkpis.com. Today's webinar will document why internal marketing plays a highly relevant role when it comes to impacting an organization's performance level, and it will be delivered by Alexandra Ioana Pescaru, a well-respected professional with over 10 years of experience in developing corporate marketing and communication strategies for private companies across diverse industries and various countries, as well as an active volunteer and former expert within the Romanian government in matters of gender equality. As an inbound marketing manager for the KPI Institute, Alexandra is the coordinator of all the creative teams and corporate communication departments conceptualizing and orchestrating all the marketing campaigns that effectively reinforce and build our brand's image. This presentation lasts for approximately 30 to 45 minutes. Please feel free to ask any questions you might have during the webinar, as they will be answered at the end of the presentation in our Q&A session. Enjoy the KPI Institute's webinar, Increasing Performance Through Internal Marketing. Now, I would like to invite Alexandra to begin her presentation.
Hello everyone, my name is Alexandra Pescaru, and as my colleague already told you, I'm the Director for Inbound Marketing for the KPI Institute. Today's agenda for our webinar, Increasing Performance Through Internal Marketing, is, as you can see, covering the topics of a general understanding of internal marketing as a strategy for success, the life cycle of internal marketing, best practices in internal marketing, benefits and implications of internal marketing. We will finish with a short section of questions and answers. Our learning objectives for today are to understand how to develop successful internal marketing strategies, how to apply best practices within your organization, how to make use of quantitative and qualitative KPIs, to learn how to generate added value for organizations through the use of internal marketing techniques. Let's start with a general understanding, just to make sure that everyone correctly understands what is internal marketing. So when you think of marketing, you more than likely think of marketing to your customers. How can you persuade more people to buy what you sell? But another market is just as important, your employees, the very people who can make the brand come alive for your customers. Internal marketing is a new and emerging discipline that is practiced in multiple companies under different names. Whether called internal marketing, employee engagement, or internal communication, the concept is the same: to align, motivate, and empower employees at all functions and levels to consistently deliver positive customer experiences that are aligned with the firm's organizational goals. This definition of internal marketing advances the notion that the discipline is more than some communication tactics, such as workplace posters and employee meetings, or a way to build employee satisfaction. Instead, it practically recognizes that internal marketing can be deployed as a strategic tool to help an organization achieve its business objectives. So when people care about and believe in the brand, then they are motivated to work harder and the loyalty to the company increases. Internal customers can become the most efficient brand ambassadors and the most productive team members. Internal marketing um, is more than internal communications programs. It's about effective and inclusive staff management, motivation, and leadership. So we've laid out these graphics for you for a better understanding. Practically, a company should develop an internal marketing strategy, deliver it to its employees, implement it, and at the end of this implementation, the employees will become brand ambassadors. This means offering back to the company a plus of loyalty, creativity, and regarding their job as a high priority and therefore increasing productivity. Let's see what a strategy for success would be when talking about internal marketing. Practically, the key concepts are these. Internal marketing should be functioning as a continual internal upskilling process. Motivation, reframing, and empowerment of employee attitude, and an inside-out management approach. Strictly speaking, any company can implement an internal marketing campaign. Even the smallest businesses will want to train employees to project the vision and goals of the business. Here you have some usual internal marketing tactics. Hopefully you will recognize some of them because they are already implemented in your company. Even the smallest business today will want to train employees to project the vision and goals of the business. Think of a small bakery that trains its staff to greet customers with a smile and a positive attitude when providing service. Aligning the attitudes of employees with the mission of the business is crucial for any company that wants to engage with their customers. But of course, it's typically larger firms, however, that are the most invested in internal marketing strategies because they have so many more employees, often working in disconnected departments and offices. It's more challenging to enforce a company-wide culture. Firms with thousands of employees working in sales, marketing, production, logistics, for example, must make a concentrated effort to educate everyone about the company's marketing objectives. Retailers, restaurant chains, and other companies that interact with large numbers of customers will be particularly interested in internal marketing. They need to create an organizational culture that extends throughout the company and projects outwards to customers. Here are some other tactics. Okay, so let's just go through some of them. I recommend using technological tools like blogs, message boards, wikis to spread information. Some tailored internal marketing messages to each department. This is very important. So you need to know your company and analyze what type of messages will you be sending. For example, messages to salespeople will have to always be different than messages aimed at the IT staff. Highlight success, like new contracts awarded or sales targets met. This should be done publicly to increase morale. Highlight employee anniversaries, also very important. Always reward people with gifts and invest so that those gifts have value. And of course, encourage collaboration between departments. How to create an internal marketing strategy? This is a question that I am often asked. So, when creating an internal marketing strategy, you must create messages that will resonate with your employees and cause them to want to help you meet those specific business goals. First, you should determine the goal of your internal marketing strategy. Examples could include educating all employees on what your current external marketing strategy entails, growing your business, or increasing internal support for a new company initiative. Then, you should determine how you will reach this goal. This might be as simple as creating a presentation on current marketing strategies to be shown at an all-hands meeting. Another approach could be determining how much expansion is needed in the areas of human resources, customer and business acquisition, or even franchising to properly grow your business or meet marketing goals. Then, a third step would be creating a positive story that persuades employees to help execute the strategy. Always offer incentives to be given when certain milestones are met. For example, you could say, our company is on the fast track to increase success. If we further increase sales by 10% in quarter 4, all employees will be given an extra day off for the winter holidays. Okay, but all employees, this is what very, very important to offer general incentives, because this way everyone understands that each member of the company works towards reaching the same goal. A fourth step would be share the plan with everyone in the company. Allow each employee to ask questions and submit ideas to help improve the internal strategy. Then set metrics that help measure the success of the strategy. For example, if you intend to increase sales by 10% by the end of the year, be sure to keep track of where the team is in terms of meeting this goal. Ensure the goals are attainable and reward employees when they are met. And then a sixth and final step could be post the internal marketing strategy somewhere where all the employees can access it at any time. Allow them to review it often in order to stay on track. Let's discuss a bit about best practices in internal marketing. This is also very useful in terms of creating your own internal marketing strategy. Okay, because companies which are at the forefront of internal marketing share particular beliefs regarding the role of employees in achieving business success. For example, the following values are embedded in one way or another in absolutely every successful company's culture. So, people matter. The main driver for most internal marketing initiatives is to create a work environment where people feel excited and rewarded in their day-to-day tasks. Internal marketing drives performance. Employee satisfaction is a key element in developing customer satisfaction, as every employee is considered an extension of the brand. Anyone can make a difference. Successful results are credited to all employees at all levels and functions, not just their senior management. Employee loyalty is critical. Employees will remain loyal to the company even in difficult times if the company is transparent about the changes it is facing and about its strategic direction. Culture can be a competitive advantage. Internal marketing can help evolve a company's culture, particularly in cases where culture is a source of differentiation for the brand. Internal marketing best practice elements put in numbers, okay? Because we have six best practices which are common everywhere. First, we have senior management participation, integrated organizational structure, strategic marketing approach, human resources partnership, focus on employee engagement, internal brand communication. We've created this graphic for you so that you can understand. It should be facing three levels: context, implementation, and workplace experience. So on the first level, we have senior management participation and integrated organizational structure. At the implementation level, we have a strategic marketing approach and human resources partnership. This is very important. Internal marketing cannot be done successfully without close cooperation with human resources. Then, as when we're talking about workplace experience, we have the focus on employee engagement and the internal brand communication. Let's talk about each best practice. So first, senior management participation. This means leadership initiative and buy-in, which are vital for the success of any internal marketing initiative. Major change will come from the top down, inspiring employees to follow what their company leaders truly believe in. Integrated organizational structure. This means that internal marketing should encompass all employees in a company, using a horizontally integrated management or process structure, which enables all functions and levels to be involved in a collaborative decision-making process. Very, very important. Then, when we talk about a strategic marketing approach, this means that best practice companies take a formal approach to internal marketing by applying research and planning processes as well as tools and techniques similar to those used in external marketing programs. Then the human resources partnership provides a vital role in developing strategies that synchronize with internal marketing and business development. The focus on employee engagement means creating an efficient and collaborative work environment where employees feel involved and always motivated, which is critical to the success of internal marketing. The focus is on a positive reinforcement of proactive work. And internal brand communication, best practices communicate the brand promise to employees across the most relevant channels and then motivate employees to deliver on that promise to all levels of customers. Okay, let's move to the life cycle of internal marketing. The life cycle is simple. So we have strategy, implementation, and evaluation. We've already discussed a bit about strategy and implementation. What is very important to see is that if we use this correct life cycle, going from strategy to implementation, but very important from implementation to evaluation, those results from the evaluation always go back and improve the next strategy. This has to be done in a scientific manner, which will ensure better results for the future. So let's have a poll. Here is the question. Does your company evaluate its internal marketing campaigns or strategies? You will have 1 minute now to answer. Okay, so from what I can see here, most of you answered. And let's see what are your results. Okay, this is what I was expecting. So we have 25% of you said yes, which is great, but 63% said no. 13% responded partially. That is because in most companies, this evaluation is not done completely or correctly. Okay, thank you. Okay, so often internal marketing specialists find it difficult to prove the business value to the management, lacking the quantitative and qualitative KPIs to do so. Measuring the efficiency of internal marketing is a struggle in most communication departments, just as this poll showed us. Over 60% of internal marketing specialists worldwide do not measure internal marketing at all, and only 16% appear satisfied with their measurement protocols. As you can see, these are almost exactly the same rates of reply that you've provided us today. So let's analyze a bit this situation. Okay, how can we do it? I've structured this in 3 steps, very simple. First, you should measure the business. You should measure the employee awareness. Okay, so employee awareness resulting from internal marketing is generally the easiest to measure. You can measure your reach. Even if you don't have any fancy tools at your disposal, you can probably access some type of measure for your reach through your different communication channels. For example, how many employees do you reach by email? How many employees subscribe to the company blog? What about the website? What kind of analytics does your intranet provide? Once you assess all the possibilities, you can use such measures right now and try to increase that number with time and with a strategy. Measuring the employee's level of interest. And then you can see whether your audience is interested in your communication. Metrics such as the percentage of emails open, the number of click-throughs, content consumption metrics, or number of blog visits can be used here. Measuring employee engagement. A certain percentage of employees will go beyond passive consumption and will demonstrate an active interest. This engagement can be measured by using social marketing KPIs, likes, shares, comments on your messages or blog posts. The number of employees following you or subscribing to your communication channels is another indicator of engagement. If your company has a social collaboration tool, the total number of connections between people and its evolution is a useful indicator of employee engagement. Even if they are not engaging with you, they are engaging with the company. Then we have employee surveys. Most intranets and communication tools provide some of the digital metrics listed above. Alternatively, or as a complement, as you wanted, employee surveys can be used to measure awareness, interest, and engagement. Surveys still remain the most widely used measurement tool for intranet communication. They range from extensive annual surveys to small regular polls on a particular point. Depending on your survey questions, you will get quantitative and qualitative measures for employee awareness. Okay, step 2 is measuring changes in behavior. If one of your communication goals is to change a particular behavior in employees or provoke one, you should measure that change. Typically, you would try to measure the situation before and after the campaign. Digitally speaking, if you include a call to action in your campaigns, you will be able to measure the percentage of employees taking the action, such as subscribing to an event, clicking on a link, etc. Step 3. Measure the business impact. Of course, being able to measure the impact of internal marketing on the business presents the most challenges. Indeed, business KPIs typically belong to other stakeholders, sales, HR, marketing, finances, etc. Moreover, even though internal marketing may significantly impact business indicators, other variables play an important role as well. And it is a bit challenging to isolate the different impacts, but it's not impossible. If internal marketing influence a business KPI, you should try to measure this influence instead of leaving all the credit to the business functions. First, you should find out how the company's overall business goals translate into business KPIs. Assess which indicators are probably influenced by internal communications. Find out who owns those KPIs and how they are measured. Map out the mechanism by which internal communications influence the business indicator in question as precisely as possible and try to quantify the impact of internal communications. In many cases, you will be able to do so only by making some assumptions. In other cases, you can take credit for only one portion of the evolution of the global indicator by providing a sound qualitative proof of the impact. On the slide, you see some examples of business indicators strongly influenced by internal communications. But the same logic I've explained can be used for a great number of other indicators. Okay, so here you have retention rate evolution, employee performance, employee productivity, customer satisfaction, customer revenue evolution. These are almost always influenced by internal marketing. Okay, which are practically the benefits and the implications of internal marketing? It encourages employees in every department of the company to perform better. It empowers employees by giving them accountability and responsibility. It creates a common understanding of organizational goals. It places value on the employee's contribution to the company. It helps non-marketing staff to do their jobs with a marketing focus in mind, and this is very, very important. It also improves employee development and customer retention. It integrates the organizational culture with the employees' personal and professional needs. It allows different departments to coordinate and cooperate in an effective manner. Information flows effectively between different departments. It transforms employees into brand ambassadors. Internal marketing plays, therefore, a key role in a company's business success by influencing key components of success, such as I said, employee satisfaction, retention, engagement, and performance. Internal communications have a direct impact on the bottom line. When employees are aligned with the business goals, customer success rates also improve, driving revenues up. I'm getting back with this graphic because I hope now you have even a better understanding of the importance of internal marketing and its direct impact on increasing performance, okay? Because once we have an internal marketing strategy, which, please never forget, we can have a general internal marketing strategy and a targeted internal marketing strategy. We have the general one for maintaining and always raising performance and productivity, but we can also have the targeted one aimed at, as I gave you the example, achieving a certain goal. Like I said, we need to get 10% raise increase in sales, okay? So once we have this tool, this strategy of internal marketing, and we deliver it to our employees, implement it successfully, they will always become brand ambassadors, giving the company their loyalty, their creativity, and affording it a high priority in their lives, therefore delivering an increased performance. Still, amid the pressure to develop new products and always squeeze costs out of operations, internal marketing is easily overlooked. After all, in times of financial stress, even external marketing budgets are scrutinized, despite the well-known fact that external marketing is important. But it is the truth of business that if employees do not care about their company, they will in the end contribute to its demise. Please keep that in mind and realize that it's only up to you to give them a reason to care and to increase performance. So, today we've talked about the general understanding of internal marketing, successful internal marketing strategies, best practices in internal marketing plan development, implementation, evaluation, benefits, and implication. Hopefully, this was all useful to you. So, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alexandra, for your presentation. And now we will proceed with the Q&A session, so if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to ask them right now in the following minutes. Alright, so we've received a question. So, Alexandra, in your opinion, how can you best try to encourage high staff performance?
Okay, so this is a very good, very good question. It's simple. By implementing an internal marketing strategy focused on that direction. You should analyze exactly what you want, okay, and then find the means to achieve that by different types of communication, and also many times by using the right incentives. Studies show that employees respond best to incentives, whether they are financial incentives, which should be carefully thought out so that they will be afforded based on merit, but also different types of incentives like free days or public recognition in the internal forum of the company. There are a large variety of methods. It's just looking back on the steps I've explained earlier and creating a strategy accordingly. Thank you.
Alright, well, there seem to be no other questions for the moment, but if you have any queries that might come up after the webinar, feel free to email them to us and we'll try to provide an answer as soon as possible. Now, this bringing to the end of our webinar, Alexandra, do you have any last words for our listeners?
Yes, thank you very much for your time. I really hope this was useful to you, and have a great day and have a lot of success in increasing performance through internal marketing. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you once more for your presentation. The KPI Institute appreciates your interest in the webinar Increasing Performance Through Internal Marketing. Follow our websites and our social media channels to find out more details and to subscribe to the next webinar, Performance Benchmarking for the Gas Utilities Industry, which will be held on the 5th of July by Alina Miertoiu. Also, if you are interested in getting a certification granted by the KPI Institute on vital areas within the performance management discipline, you can explore our scheduled courses on marketplace.kpiinstitute.org. Thank you again for your participation and have a nice day.